I am so nervous, I'm shaking. Okay. Sorry, I've got to do it. I've also got to do one thing. I've got two little boys at home watching on the live stream, so I just want to say hi to Mako and Milo, my little baby feminists. Anyway, so they're at home with my husband. Anyway, I'm really nervous and I'm following and am in front of some amazing women. And that's not just tonight, but I made the mistake, well, not a mistake, of watching all of the speakers this week and freaked myself out even more. Anywho, so my 4 minute starts now. I feel like we live in a world that we must succeed. The option of not succeeding is bleak and impossible. And honestly, who doesn't want to succeed, right? Succeeding feels good, but it's how we get there and how we get there together that I think we need to think about. I believe in embracing our vulnerabilities, and I believe it is the key to succeeding, and because of that, I am oversharing. I'm not going to talk about the cafe or the pub or the brewery. I'm going to tell you some of my big scary things. Last year I got asked to speak here and I agreed, but then the fear took over. I suffer from a really good dose of imposter syndrome, and even though my rational brain knows that I'm capable, I still mostly always think, what am I doing here? What knowledge do I have that could inspire or encourage 500 incredible women? It's like at work. I rationally know I started our cafe. I rationally know I began Beer Baroness. I run a pub that is known for craft beer that I know so much about, yet most of the time I let people explain it to me and I think that someone's going to bust me for the imposter that I am. Anyway, it was Christmas. The pub was very busy, so I had an easy out. I emailed Broadly Speaking and said, oh my God, I've got so much going on, but I knew deep down that I wasn't up for the job. So here we are. I got asked again, and I said yes again, and this time I wouldn't let myself back out. I've turned it over for the best part of this year, and what I'm hoping by showing my vulnerability, and in spite of it all, I've shown up, and I'm standing here and I'm telling you these big scary truths that maybe just at least one of you, whatever you've got going on in your life at the moment, you might go, no, actually, I can do this. Anyway, after I declined to speak, I got a really bad diagnosis around my fertility. Basically, I'm in perimenopause as I lost 1.5 of my ovaries when I was 25. And now as a result, at the tender age of 34, I'm heading into menopause. I have 2 really beautiful boys. But you know what, I really want another one. When I first got the diagnosis, I spiraled into complete doom and gloom. I went through all the obvious moves of not believing in my body, not believing in myself as a woman, feeling like I was failing my husband, who is so clearly meant to be a dad to like all of the babies. I then, through the support of my family, my husband, my kids, and especially some amazing lady folk that are all here, I picked myself up and I refused to be my diagnosis. I went to a naturopath, a nutritionist. I went to a lady that even massages your organs. She's incredible. And 3 months of no periods, I got one. I realized in that moment we can change our state. My husband and I then went to a fertility doctor right around that time, but right around that time I was peeing on sticks every day and I ovulated. Obviously, my husband and I decided we were going to do our very best, and we tried. And then a few weeks, no, it was 10 days later, probably not even, my husband thinks we need shears and clear blue, I knew I was pregnant. I peed on 4 sticks, didn't even need to see the second line, I knew I was pregnant. So the weeks following that, I was incredibly nauseous. I was addicted to pickles, and it was so clearly the biggest miracle. I told everybody I wasn't scared about the whole wait till 12 weeks. Then last weekend, we lost our baby. Don't do that. As quickly as I knew I was pregnant, I just as quickly knew I wasn't. I went back to the emotion of doom and gloom, and believe it or not, one of my first thoughts was, I can get out of Broadly Speaking. But as the day moved on, I realised I'm not going to hide this. I'm not hiding that I was in hospital yesterday. I'm not hiding that miscarriage is really hard, and it is a pregnancy, and it is a baby, and it's what you wanted. I'm not hiding it. I'm not going to hide behind a closed door. I'm showing my rawness right now because I need the support. I'm choosing to let you all know. I'm choosing to open this dialogue that another woman might come up to me or say to me later, hey, I've been through it, I get it. Or another woman might tell me that I'm going to get through it. Either way, it's in my vulnerability right now, right here, that I'm building myself up to get through. It's because of this and more, I believe we need to show our bad days. Bad days are what makes the good ones even sweeter. I hope the next time you go to say something like, I can't do that because of X, Y, and Z, there's another strong and beautiful woman standing alongside you, and she will say to you, it's okay, and by speaking about the bad together, loud and proud, that you get to the good together too. I'm really sick of saying that I'm a working mum and feeling bad that I don't stay at home with my kids. I'm especially sick of hearing stay-at-home mums saying that they're just stay-at-home mums, because as far as I see it, we're all killing it. And neither of our successes nor our stories need to take away from each other's. Neither of our situations need to highlight the choices that we're making or not making. We don't need to compete. We don't need to put each other on pedestals and strive for superwoman status. It's unrealistic and it's way too much pressure. We don't need to be alpha females. We don't need to see another woman's win and think, I must do better than her. It's not serving us. And the thought of doing it alone that doesn't make sense. And the thought of doing it better suggests that we're doing it alone. And I'm pretty sure Rosie the Riveter said, we can do it. Not, I can do it and maybe you can too, but who knows? It's like another woman's beauty is in the absence of your own, and ladies, another woman's story doesn't lessen your own. I believe the more no makeup selfies and honesty that we share, the better. We've got enough from influencers, from Hollywood, from everywhere, telling us what we have to be. And the last time I checked, perfection is a filter and it's not real life. We all get bitchy, we all get our periods, well, sometimes, and we all have loss, and there's no need to hide it. Share it, compliment every woman that's killing it, and be there for every woman that feels like she's not. Share your baggage as if it's your badge of honour, because ladies, I'm here, I've just shared everything with you. And you know what, it's okay. This is our girl gang. I'm here for you all. Happy International Women's Day.